Yeah, I would only suggest turning off one now.
Alright, you guys, as you know, I'm here to finish my presentation today about equine-assisted therapy for my senior project. And today we're going to talk about specifically the benefits of equine-assisted therapy. At first, I'm going to go over who may use it. It says, who may use equine-assisted therapy. It says, equine-assisted therapy benefits many different types of individuals with many different situations. Some of these individuals may have autism, behavioral and psychiatric disorders, cerebral palsy, and other motor dysfunctions. And it says, although it is used a lot to help with disorders or disabilities, it can assist anyone who is going through a health issue, work crisis, or a family dilemma. So it's not mainly just, for people who have disorders or disabilities. It can also help with other people who, just are going through a hard time, may need to let some stress out. It helps that way too. Alright. And then first I'm going to talk about the physical skills. Equine-assisted therapy helps with a lot of physical skills. These skills include strength, coordination, balance, joint mobility, flexibility, gross and fine motor skills. And you all know about the strength and coordination, hand-eye coordination. You know how we were talking about when we played the ring toss game last time, how you think you had it where you wanted it to, that that it was coordinated, that if you threw it, it was going to go on the cone. It's not as easy as it looks, Yes,
but sometimes when you thought that you had it right, and you kind of got it off.
Yeah. It helps perfect that. The more you do stuff like that, the more it helps with that. And balance, whenever you're doing equine-assisted therapy, whenever you're doing the activities, you're on the horse, so you're, balancing. Trying to, make sure you don't fall off the horse. It helps with that. And it helps with the strength in your legs, because you got to hold on and make sure you don't fall off. And whenever you do the basketball game or beanbag toss or ring toss, it helps with the muscles in your arms. It helps build the strength. If somebody who may not have had good physical abilities and their muscles or their arms and legs, it'll help them with that. And then it also helps with cognitive functioning. The cognitive functioning that equine-assisted therapy assists with is memory and cause effect. Whenever we're doing equine-assisted therapy, we try to get them to memorize how to make the horse go. Try to help build their memory. So if they come back repeatedly, it helps them. Say they try to remember what to do. And you have to help them. Of course, if they are not good with their memory and remembering stuff, help them remember how to do it, and then, it'll gradually help their memory. Yes?
What are the ways of go and stop? I forgot.
Well, if you want to say I'm going to go, you make a noise, or you say walk on, or it depends on the horse. Sometimes they tell you how to do it differently. Sometimes you just give them a little tap with your feet, or something like that. And stop, you pull the reins, and say what? You pull the reins, it signals, that you want to stop. Yes, Ashley?
I the learning thing. It's kind of for math and all. What I think it does, he kind of goes over it for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Because it's on our heads.
And then
and after that we took a test.
then it helps you memorize it,
and
right?
see if you remember it or not.
Yeah, exactly. And then we're going to talk about the emotional well-being skills. Equine-assisted therapy helps with emotional well-being by boosting their self-esteem and their confidence, because not everybody is going to just be able to go on a horse and ride. They might be scared. It might help them with new things, and it helps boost their confidence about that. And self-esteem, whenever you learn something, you remember something, it makes you feel better about yourself, doesn't it? And say you've been trying to make the horse they've been trying to teach you how to make the horse steer. Once you finally learn, if you don't know how to make the horse steer, once you finally learn it, it makes you feel good because you learned how to do it. And then you could do it by yourself. So that helps with your self-esteem. And then we talk about the social skills. Social skills that helps with is sharing, following directions, social cues, patience, and communication skills. Like I said last time about communicating, you're not only communicating with like the people that you're talking to that are trying to teach you how to do this horse riding and telling you how to do these things, but you're also communicating with the horse because you're telling the horse where to go and how to go and when to go and when not to go. And you also, whenever you're doing it, there may be other people doing a lesson at the same time. Maybe you want to play the basketball game, but they're playing the basketball game, so you have to share. It helps with sharing, and y'all take turns and stuff. And then following directions, that's a big part because, equine-assisted therapy is like, it may not be that, safe if you don't have the right people, and if you're not listening, if you don't listen and follow directions, you may, do something wrong and it could hurt yourself, so you gotta, listen. And it's not that hard if you listen and follow directions. So it helps with following directions, and, patience goes along with sharing. You have to be patient and you have to take your time. You have to wait for other people, so everybody gets their turn, and so it's fair for everybody, whoever is doing the lesson. And there's a picture of a girl in a wheelchair communicating with the horse and petting it. And then next thing I'm going to talk about is education knowledge. Equine-assisted therapy helps with education knowledge by helping with the vocabulary, sequencing, colors, shapes, and words. You guys remember how, last time whenever we were playing the ring toss, how we tried to, match the ones that did have the match with the rings and the cones, the different colors? We're trying to match them. Some kids that may not be, that familiar with colors, it helps them because you keep telling them this one is this color, and you try to get it to this one. And it'll help them memorize the colors and stuff. In the vocabulary, you learn a lot about the horses, about the different stuff. Whenever, not everybody has ridden a horse, so whenever they're doing the lesson, you learn about the stirrups of the horse, how you have to keep your feet in them, and you learn that those are called stirrups, and other vocabulary having to do with horses and everything else that associates with that. And then the shapes and numbers, how I'm going to have a beanbag toss, and the different shapes. That's one of the activities. We have beanbag toss, and there's different shapes, and we'll be say they were playing the beanbag toss and they don't know their shapes that well. We'd be well, can you try to get it to that shape? It's try to get in a triangle, and and it helps them be yeah, you got it in the triangle. If they throw it, you tell them about it, which ones they got it in. And then there's a picture of a guy. It's another game. I'm not familiar with this one, but it's with horses as well, equine-assisted therapy, and he's doing talking about the colors and stuff. And then this person is learning how to help tack the horse and stuff. Some places do that for their equine-assisted therapy. It helps learn how to do stuff like how to tack the horse. Yes, Ashley?
Like for example, if you tap the horse in one spot, that it could how it harm the horse.
We're talking about whenever we tack the horse, we put on the stuff. We may put the saddle on the horse, the blanket under the saddle and stuff, and they help may help be putting it on there for the lesson in preparation for the lesson or taking it off after the lesson. It also helps with responsibility, helps, them learn some responsibilities. Does that make any sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't pronounce that well. I meant tack, T-A-C-K, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And then there's just a horse that some kids, they painted on the horse. Yeah. And then here's some pictures of me helping out actually at the place that Miss West is an instructor on Saturdays, helping to lead the horse. Some of the kids having lessons. Yeah?
About the one about painting the horse, there was this camp that I wanted to go to, but I wasn't able to because I had another camp I had to go to, a Christian camp for my church.
Yeah.
And it was a camp about taking care of horses, and you spend the week there. Well, they got this white horse, and they put handprints all over him, so it looked like he had a bunch of hands on him.
Really? Do they use different color paints and stuff?
Yeah.
I bet it was fun, huh?
Yeah.
Does anybody else have any questions? Do y'all have any questions about anything? About the benefits of the horses and stuff? And how they benefit?
I had one, but I forgot it.
Oh,
I was
that's
thinking
okay. Maybe
I
you'll
always
remember.
forget. I always forget stuff, so it's like.
Well, if you remember, just let me know. Don't say to ask. All right, and I guess we're gonna play some games that associate with the activities. All right, and if y'all want to do kind of like what we did last time, like maybe I get a little bit of y'all playing, and then everybody else playing. So who wants to go first? Didn't you go first last time?
I'll go.
Let somebody else go first. All right, I guess first we're gonna do the beanbag toss. Here, you can just grab them. And I guess whoever gets. That's yours, Haley. Yep.
Well, I know.
Go ahead. Start if you want to. Try to get it in all the shapes.
Stand back some.
She's good at this.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
back,
might
back.
get back.
I have my
I think that's fine.
I
That's
have
good.
my set up, so.
Oh, you do?
No, go back.
That far? Up to the chair. That means far away, so.
Thanks, she's fine.
Oh,
It's good. It probably would have gone in. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of trying to steady it. Oh. Fair. Then just use one of the other ones.
Use one of them 2 times.
Hurry, holding it.
Yeah, I may not be that well because I kind of handmade those, so.
You did?
Yeah.
You handmade these? Oh,
Go ahead.
I got the wrong one.
So you got one in so far. You can get another one.
Oh, man.
Try to hold it.
Oh!
Close.
I'm trying to
From a State Farm commercial.
Give me that dollar!
So when we do it, oh, it went through the other way. So this is kind of how they do it at the thing, except for
Get one there.
you're on the horse, and then actually